Du- 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 So thanks everybody for everybody who's subscribed. Oh my God, you guys are crazy. And let me just update this real quick because it just keeps changing. I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna keep making these videos because you guys like them. I'm just happy I can make this stuff and entertain all you guys. It's never something I ever thought I'd ever be able to do, but I'm sure glad that I can do it. So thanks everybody so much. And as a special thanks, I'm going to now play through, or I guess look at all of the After Dark screensavers on macOS 7.6 on the disputed model number computer, the Performa 6200, that is actually a Power Macintosh machine. So I'm going to switch over to that right now. But if you don't want to watch that, this is actually a very, very, very long video. It's like, oh my God, how long it is. So you can leave now if that's all you wanted to see. Yeah, that's fine. But if you are interested in After Dark, I'm now going to do an After Dark marathon, and hope you enjoy. Alright, so today we're going to be looking at the complete After Dark collection. Actually, we're going to be looking at two After Dark collections, and we're probably going to end up seeing a lot of duplicates, actually. So After Dark is very popular, or was a very popular screensaver package that I believe was distributed via computer magazines in the early 90s. But I don't know if that's actually true or not. It was, according to the Wikipedia page, it says that it's came out in 1989 for Apple Macintosh. So I suppose it's possible somebody probably got some sort of demo disc, or something like that. Actually, it has a list of all the modules on the Wikipedia page. So first we're going to start off with After Dark 2, which I believe is the oldest one, and according to the wiki article, it says that, or at least it demonstrates that's when the Flying Toasters was in there, was the 2.0. So we have 2.0 and we have 3.0. I haven't actually installed 3.0 yet. I tried to get After Dark working on the Power Mac G3 Blue and White. However, like the iMac G3, like the Bondi Blue iMac, and the Power Macintosh 7500 are apparently, they have processors that are a little too fast for 2.0. It doesn't play back my favorite screensaver, the tunnel one, properly, and it just has a, well, this one's now doing it too, so I don't really, well, this is what it did. It's not supposed to do that, but it might have something to do with the color palette. I was messing around with the color palette here, and it was crying at me. That might be all it was. I think it was the color palette, yeah. So shit, well, if it was just the color palette, then I could totally re-record this on another computer. Um, but I'm not going to, because, and we're going to keep it on System 7 for safety's sake. This is the Performa Power Macintosh sort of problem child computer running at 640 by 480 right now. This is probably the best way we can experience After Dark. It's possible to run this in like widescreen resolutions, and I was going to do this with the blue and white, but when I installed After Dark on macOS 9.1, it actually gave me a system error, and I can't actually load up the extension, the control panel for this. So at least we can try this. But either or, it seemed like when I was testing out some of these, like, let's see, fish, for example. Demo the fish. Oh, Well, that's gonna help. At least the actual fish worked on macOS 9. Huh. Well, I guess my th well, my Mac just restarted. I'm sad now. Seriously? Wow. Probably said restart when I clicked the button. I just blindly clicked it. So, okay. We'll try it one more time, and then I'm going to switch back over to the blue and white G3. It seemed like it was running the screensavers a little too fast. Like the fish were floating around too fast. I think you could probably adjust the speed, but something didn't seem quite right. Is this our computer that booted up really fast? I can't remember. It's going pretty fast. One of them booted up really fast. I don't. Oh, it was the LC3. That's right. And that's the After Dark extension or control panel right there. So if 2.0 isn't going to work, I don't really have any too much hope in 3.0. But we can at least install 3.0 on System 7 to see if that'll work. If it doesn't, well, we can just we technically try it on System 8. Let me just turn this up because I don't think it's loud enough. We can try it on System 8 on the Power Macintosh 7500 if we really need to, but okay, now we're good. Okay, I'm not going to see if it crashes it again because we're just going to waste more time. So I'm just going to assume that After Dark 2.0 just hates this for whatever reason. I guess you have to be running an even older operating system for it to really be perfect. But so we're going to go ahead and close this out actually because I don't have the product code. Quit. Now, this is kind of odd because I don't think they really understood how software piracy works because if someone were to burn this disk, they'd get the README file which has the serial number. So unless each individual disk was burned with its own serial number, if the serial number is right on the disk, you have it. There's no little card that says, you know, like, okay, it's sort of pointless. You can just, so, paste it in, and it goes right off the disk. It's going to take a little bit longer than it did on the G3. Not that you saw that when I was testing it out earlier. Just because it's got a slower CD reader drive here. I'm going to assume that this has most of the collection anyway. And I feel that if we did After Dark 2.0 and 3.0, that I want to say 90% of them would be the same actual screensaver. So I think I'm going to be pretty safe in installing just After Dark 3 and just going through all of them. We're going to go through all of them. We're going to check them all out. And we got Fish Pro this time, so maybe there will be... Oh, Flying Toasters Pro. There's no regular Flying... Guts? What? So apparently this has all the Pro versions of those screensavers, which I assume have more features. So maybe there will be some video of After Dark 2.0 that I'll do if I can get a computer that will make it work. I think it's probably going to be funny that the older computer can run 3.0 good, but the newer computer can't, but it can run the older one, whereas the older one can't run the older After Dark. It's backwards. So I'll switch over to the other one. This is going to be sort of a marathon of After Dark here. I don't know how long this is going to be. This is probably going to be a very, very long video. It's probably going to take a year to upload. Probably going to go on for hours and hours. No, it's going to take at least 116 minutes, I take it. Unless I go... Oh, is that the Flying Toaster loading mouse cursor? Oh, my lord. Isn't that just adorable? And it actually comes with an SDK for this if you want to make your own screensavers, not that I know how to. Oh, okay. And that's that sounded really good, actually. So one of the limitations to the Power Macintosh 6200 or Performa 6200 with the 603 chip in it. Yeah, PowerPC 603 is, well, the limitation to it is that it only has two screen resolutions. Oh, you can see both the After Darks at the bottom. This is one. This is another. The one was actually animated there. I don't know if you saw that. It was actually did a little meteor shooting down animation, and this is just that. It's never going to be set to the right time. Like, no matter how hard I try it. Well, it successfully booted. That did not happen on macOS 9. So that's a relief. Let me see if we have our After Dark 3.0. Oh, whoa. Okay, so it looks a hell of a lot like the other one, except now it has that flying toasters thing. Because now it's famous. So what do we got in here? After Dark 3.0. Oh my lord! It has both After Dark 2.0 and 3.0. Art of Darkness, more After Dark, multi-module randomizers, so we have literally everything right here. There's no need to go back to the other one. No need to even use it at this point. So I guess we can start with 2.0 since that's where we were starting with anyway. Okay, are we ready to get rolling? Let's go ahead and start. All right. So every module has a little description here. Scrolls up and says bouncing balls example of module provider show developers how to write a screensaver module for Afterdark. I don't know if I'm going to read each and every one of these just because it's going to take a long time. One of the advantages and what's probably going to speed up our presentation of this is that you can adjust settings for the screensaver while it's actually running. Assuming it does work, but let's switch to 3 and see if one of these will work. They don't work. So let's try and switch to thousands of colors. Got a little bit closer, but no dice. Huh. Well, Vista, Power PC only. Alright, we got that. And run Windows Vista in After Dark. So maybe it's detecting that I'm moving the mouse or something. So what we'll probably have to do is switch it so that it starts. Okay, password. So this is all you can set up. Okay. Ecologic? Estimated annual savings. Play screensaver after 1 minute. Ecologic on? Shut down monitor after 2 minutes. Okay, I save $2. Cool. Okay, so sleep hotkey, Command Control S. So I guess I can automatically make it sleep. Use sleep corners. I really don't like hot corners. System IQ, wake on mouse movement. Let's turn that off. That's probably what's toggling it. Let's try it again. Okay, no. How about the sleep corner? Okay, that works better. Sorry, Satori requires a monitor in 256 color/grays mode. Okay. So let's switch it back to that. So for whatever reason, I can't click the demo button because it just kicks it out of it. I have to use the hot corner. And then, whoa. Whoa. Downside of that is I can't change the settings while it's happening. So let's see if I can change anything any further. Show icon at startup, sleep hotkey. Let's not use that. System IQ. Maybe that was making it not work? I'm literally not moving the mouse, so I don't really know what it's doing. Okay, tool, random. Okay. So we'll start that screensaver. This is the artist screensaver, and it appears to be nothing. That's handy. Oh my god. I think it's drawing the After Dark logo. It is. I don't know why it's in this little small portion of the screen. Let's get out of this real quick. Oh, okay, I can also launch this. Maybe that's how it wants to be launched. We'll double check. All right. Okay, yep, still doing it. Let's see if I can go through After Dark 2.0 in the regular After Dark 2.0. Did it delete the old one? Maybe it did. It deleted the old one and it broke it. Great. This is gonna be the best After Dark video ever. Ever. So another cool thing about After Dark is, and I'll talk about it while we're looking at this, um, is the complete After Dark screensaver collection comes with some audio tracks, so it's a mixed mode CD. Oh, okay. That's clever. He's going after my weed. Oh, I didn't want the weed. Don't really have a lot of icons to push around there, buddy. Okay. So apparently the dog will be going through the... Wow. It's like getting remoted into by a dog. And then the dog... Okay. So I'm assuming he just keeps running around doing stuff and making a mess. Yep, he left... So... What is he, a cat? Uh-oh. Okay, well, that's a little disconcerting. How much trouble is he gonna get into? So I guess eventually if you let this... If you let this run long enough, he'll leave behind enough stuff on the screen so that it effectually... functionally works as a screensaver because it doesn't... Seriously? He pissed on my trash can. I'm assuming it leaves enough of these little decals behind that it makes your screen look completely different than what it did when the screensaver started, so it doesn't burn anything into the screen, but I think at this rate it's going to take a very long time before that happens. This is probably not one of the best screensavers you could use, just because he's probably not going to be able to erase that menu bar up there over time, and I think what happened to a lot of monitors back in the day, and still happened for a long time, even on Mac OS X. That upper bar, the menu bar, got burned into the screen. So, okay, so we'll go ahead and stop this one. Take a look at bugs. Now, New York. All right. Screensaver take a little bit of time to start up here. Okay, so if you have any insect or other kind of phobias, you probably are not going to be liking this video at the moment. So I guess that's all it is just a bunch of bugs wandering around. Eventually, I assume they'll cover the entire screen. Clocks. Drift speed. Type mutating? Mutation rate. What? I don't understand. So I guess the mutation rate is it's just the clock changing into another object. Yeah, so now it's like a chip. You know, it's sort of one of those things that someone's like in the 90s is like, oh, this is clever. I will use this as my office. Um, what? Insurance risk? It takes a little bit of time to load up the.
Ow.
Uh,
Ow. Ow.
uh, I, I guess that's realistic.
Ow. Ow.
I don't know if he ever gets to the point where he can get over the bus. I suppose if you lower the insurance risk, he'll either not jump over a bus or he'll successfully clear the bus. The latter. So I guess with lower risk, he's going to be more daring and be more confident, and therefore have better motor skills. Wait, what? Stakes are higher now.
Ow. Ow.
Oh, okay.
Ow.
What? This is not gonna. Okay. What? So I'm gonna guess that some of these little stunts get gradually more and more difficult. And I think. Well, we gotta keep moving on because this is gonna take a while. Okay, DOS shell. Command every 5 seconds. Color green, white, or random. Amber if you want, I guess. You want to have sort of a New Vegas feel to it, I guess. Command every second. C canvas. So it's literally looking through the actual file system of that's on the computer currently, except it's doing it as if it were an MS-DOS prompt. And it's just looking around my files. And it's looking, what's it gonna look for next? CD. Oh, made a little mistake there even. I think it's actually obeying 8.3 file names properly. I can't really tell. Hold on. No, it's not. So that's interesting. I wouldn't mind having that as a screensaver on my main computer, just to sort of search through my files. If you have anything objectionable on your computer, of course, everybody's going to know about it because eventually it will find that on your computer. What is this? Straw morph. Whoa. It's a frog. Smoothest. It's a clock. Okay. Edit. Oh, okay. Look at all these. Pipe cleaner, man. Yeah, this guy, you could be doing this for hours. There's only so many things I'm going to look at here. So it looks like it's some sort of vector kind of thing going on here with different shapes and stuff. Fade away. Will demo start working now? Can it? No? Okay. Hello. Okay, that doesn't work. Intensity, let's bring it up to 100. Still nothing, or at least not on this computer. I don't know what the ideal computer is to use with this software, so probably wants a 68K Mac, and I guess I could have done this on the LC3, but whatever. Okay, so the Fish Pro is the University Solo. Okay, let's go have as many fish as we can. You can select which fish you want. We can enable the bubbles, and it's probably going to be a much better version than the aquarium screensaver from Windows 98. Because I'm assuming this is what inspired that screensaver in the first place. Yeah, it's a little bit better. You do have sort of much better animated fish. Although I do have the sound effects for the Windows 98 aquarium screensaver pretty much stuck in my head, and if I don't hear them, I will start to like get kind of itchy. And I think the brrp is the only sound effect it makes. Okay, moving along. Okay, of course we have our Flying Toasters Pro. Um, Actually, it does have a song with it. Let's see what it is. I did see something about they got into a lawsuit over some music that was used in the song. What was it? Um, the Toasters were the subject of two lawsuits. The first in 1993, Berkeley System versus Delrina Corporation over a module of Delrina's Opus in Bill screensaver in which Opus the Penguin shoots down the Toasters. Delrina later charged the wings the Toasters or changed the wings of the Toasters to propellers in order to avoid infringing the trademark. The second case was brought in 1994 by 1960s rock group Jefferson Airplane, who claimed that the Toasters were a copy of the winged toasters featured on the cover of the 1973 album 30 Seconds Over Winterland. The case was dismissed because of the cover art had not been registered as a trademark by the group prior to Berkeley Systems' release of the screensaver 3D version of the Toasters featuring swarms of apes wings. Okay, I said something in here. Okay. Of course, one of the screensavers included the most famous iconic flying toasters featured in 1940s style chrome toasters, sporting bird-like. Oh, it already started the screensaver, which is flying toasters while I'm talking. A slider enabled users to adjust the toast darkness, and an updated Flying Toasters Pro module added the choice of music. Richard Wagner's Ride of the Valkyries, or a Flying Toaster anthem with optional karaoke lyrics. Yet another version called Flying Toasters added bagels and pastries, baby toasters, and more elaborate toaster animation. Flying toasters were one of the key reasons why After Dark became popular, and Berkeley began to produce other merchandising products such as t-shirts with the flying toaster image and slogans such as the 51st Flying Toaster Squadron on a mission to save your screen. So this is the anthem music right now. Oh cool, he's doing barrel rolls. In before do a barrel roll. Okay, I'm gonna stop real quick so I can check out some of the settings here. Number of objects, we want that to be on swarm, of course. Let's switch over to Flight of the Valkyries. Music twice, always, you can have it play. And karaoke mode. And I think that only works with the anthem. So, let's try it again. Oh my. That's a big toaster. Flying out of the sun. The smell of toast is in the air. When there's a job to be done, flying toasters will be there. I don't know the thing. Flap, flap, flap. Now his help is on the way. The victory song they sing. We pop up to save the day on mighty toaster wings. Oh God, I can't. Someone's got to make a video of. Maybe I'll do it, of actually singing the whole. Someone's probably already done it, singing the whole song, and has remixed it and all that, and see what happens when we switch to Wagner. Probably just Flight of the Valkyries without the karaoke lyrics, because there is no lyrics to that. Oh my God. Seriously? It does have lyrics for this. Okay, alright. So let's compare that to the flying toasters from After Dark 2.0, if it will work. Where the hell is it? So this is the original. Oh, After Dark, get it? Oh, oh my, oh, I can turn on color. This is, so this is what the original one looked like before it got famous, and as you can see, it runs a lot smoother. The other one had a lot more animations and stuff. These seem to have like sort of simple loops here. There's no toast popping out of the toasters. There's no cool maneuvers. There's no barrel rolls. It's just they sort of run into each other in the air and they get sort of traffic jammed a little. And then you get like sort of the flappy wing sound. I think that's about it. So if I was gonna have anything, I think I'd rather have that one just because of its more classic nature, I guess. This one they sort of went all the way to make it sort of triumphant, literally. Frost and Fire, colors standard, rainbow electric. No way to know what it. This is like getting into some 90s vaporwave stuff now. Oh my lord. When I see stuff like that, it's just like I feel like the 90s just like threw up on me. Okay, that's not the computer's not handling this screensaver that well. I think if I actually did play this on a or use this on a heftier power Macintosh, I'd actually get some stuff done. Guts, shape, Okay. Is it literally like guts? Doesn't look like guts. I guess it would look like intestines coiling around, maybe? Maybe it's some sort of mathematical reference that I'm not aware of. The After Dark logo. Or you can choose your own picture to use. No, Berkeley Systems logo. People who made it. Marbles. Fill to 1/4 the screen. Top, pin size, pins, lots. Okay, so there's bumpers, but you can't see the bumpers? Pin size, medium? So they fall through the pins, but you can't see the pins, okay. So yeah, that'll never hit the pins there. Messages. Edit message. Out to lunch. More like bold, italic, underline, outline, shadow, color, green, justify center, size 127, font. Text choices, smoke. Speed, quick. That is a very bad font. Uh, let's fix that a little bit. Apple Chancery. Ah, what was that one? Doesn't look half bad, that one. Floating. Wow. Okay. And it's out of here. So that's your standard text. Movies till dawn. Where? Pick movie? I guess you would load in a movie file. And if you don't have a movie file, I don't think it's going to do anything. Movies till dawn, no movie has been selected. Nirvana. Color random. Redraw every 10 minutes. Activity calm. Make it busy. Change color always. I think I can see a lot of different people from Berkeley Systems were working on this. You'll see a lot of different names at the bottom. I mean, you could play with this for hours and hours and hours trying to find the right screensaver for this. Man, most of this stuff is just mind-bending and I don't understand it. Nonsense. Number 5, delay short. Okay, I've just now absorbed several subliminal messages, and What? Okay. Well, it's dating itself. That's for sure. A lot of Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, George Bush, stuff like that. But I think that these are actually randomly or procedurally generated sentences that just have a dictionary and have some code of how to properly align a sentence. Okay. Photon. Length medium. Short. Burst. You don't really know what's going to happen until you start it. And it's pretty cool. If you make more of them. Length longest, burst delay, neutrino? Whoa. It's almost like another take on the tunnel there. I'm starting to get a 2001 A Space Odyssey vibe, just a tad. Puzzle speed very fast, puzzle size small. Let me guess, it's gonna break up my screen. Yep. Or it's not gonna show me what's happening? I don't think it's gonna show me what's happening here. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Yep, that one doesn't work too well. Rat race. Racetrack, music. Oh, there's music. Training. Dropout. Dropout, grade school, high school. Okay, like keep it professional. So if it actually does use the CD audio music, which I kind of doubt that it does, we've now heard all 3 tracks. This being the 3rd one. And they're off. I guess. I gotta say I'm impressed. Oh, Doug wins. This guy was a little late. That's a pretty cute one. Ray. Shadows, gray, backdrop, desktop, objects 1, shape. Gray like ray tracing? This might not work. Yeah, I think this is gonna... It's using my desktop background as a sort of a reflection surface for this sphere, I want to say. I keep seeing the Apple logo in there. I think it's really just reflecting the menu bar. Okay. I think you can load in other shapes. But... Oh, okay. It's cats. Alright, that's definitely interesting. What does it say? Oh, this I should have been looking at this before. I already said that there's more information on here and it tells me more about it. On a very fast computer, it took approximately 20 hours to calculate one shape. It's like to ray trace shape as a decoration for your desktop. Aren't you glad we traced them ahead of time? Objects, shadows, backdrop, selects backdrop shape. Let's see, select shape in the ray folder. Located inside the After Dark folder, so I guess I just need to go in here? Who the hell knows where it is? Resources? No. Oh, the ray folder, okay. Gear. I'm assuming it's It's about like processing the shadow? Oh Lord. And then the funny part is that on today's machines, all this could be done in real time. I don't really know. I don't really understand what ray tracing is other than it's a rendering scheme. But yeah. Okay, rebound. I'm just gonna keep going because it's gonna take a long time. uh, Wobbly clear screen first. I think this is a lot of balls. Yep, it's a lot of balls. And they bounce into each other. Not something you see very often when it comes to ball screensavers. When I made a ball screensaver, it actually did, the balls did collide, but it didn't look as nice as this one. Actually, no. Did I make a ball screensaver or a breakout screensaver? I can't remember. Maybe you'll see that someday. Wobbly, clear screen first, balls, oodles of balls. Oh Lord, starting to tax our poor little 75 megahertz 603 here. Almost looks like they're gravitating toward each other, or repelling. I can't tell. It just says it's wobbly. Maybe they're in some sort of medium. It has its eddies. I don't know. Rose. Whoa. Sort of reminds me of one of those. This reminds me of this one DOS virus that Danoct 1 was showing off. Sort of did a kind of an effect like that, exactly like that right there. Just a lot slower than this. Yeah, that's cool. Can increase the trail length that it looks. I think they can even go even faster if you want. Whoa. Alright. And you can turn the color off if you want, but I don't see why you'd want to do that. Okay, so we're back to this one. Colors, random. Look at all these. Wow. That's a lot of end resolution. Knots. Beats the hell out of me. This is one of those things where it sort of lets your imagination fill in the gaps a little bit as to what it is. I'm getting some mean Magic School Bus flashbacks from this, and I don't know why there's a... Yep, this is a good screensaver. This is a very good screensaver. Oh, I like this a lot. So I'm currently toying with the idea of letting you guys maybe, I don't know. It could take a lot of time, but basically I was toying with the idea of maybe if you guys selected a specific screensaver from this that you liked. Like, whoa. That would be kind of hard to do because the settings would be different. But I was thinking that maybe you guys could select a screensaver you like. I would make like an hour of it playing through, so you could essentially have a screensaver YouTube video for to like run in the background for whatever purpose. You sort of use as like a test video or something. I don't know. It'd have to be pretty damn specific because if say I chose this one, I'd have to make sure all the settings were right, and I don't know if we could all agree on a good one, good setting. Okay. Complexity of the picture. Okay. Slideshow. I'm assuming this is slideshow of your pictures, and since I don't have any, can't really do anything. Colors, tropics. So this is Vista, which is for PowerPC only. And now I'm getting a mean kind of explorer's vibe just a little bit. You know, the part where they're like flying over the circuit board for whatever reason. It was with a hint of Star Fox and another hint of where did you learn to fly? Whatever the name of that game is, I forgot already. And here's Warp. Warp 9, Warp... It goes to 11. It goes to 11, even though that's... I guess it depends on what warp scale you're using. Oh my sweet lord. I will say that looks... Whoa! If you click the... Good lord. Oh, you can put it in color if you want colored stars. Yeah, this is one of the ones I wish I could adjust while it's running. I don't know why it won't let me do it. You bet your head. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bet Your Head. We're going to some wacky trivia game show. Contestants put their melon on the line for the chance to win fabulous prizes. Sit back and watch the action or hit the caps lock key and put your gray matter to the test. To avoid a migraine, hit 1, 2, or 3 on the keyboard to select the correct answer. Contestant selects the number of heads or players in a game. Timer controls how much time you have to find an answer. Music determines how often the music plays and show answers. Okay. Contestants 2, timer 10 seconds, music once. This is supposed to be a screensaver, not a game. I guess that's why they went into making games later, I think. So I guess if you're really bored at work and you're not doing anything with your computer, it'll just automatically fire up a quiz show for you. Oh, I guess you gotta hit caps lock to start it. Okay. I'm assuming I'm question 1. During the famous Alaskan gold rush of 1897, what is the commodity was selling in exact weight in gold? I don't really know. That would have made more sense. Oh. Well, now I'm dead. That one's easy. Yeah! So I guess it's like 2-player local game. Epitaph on Shakespeare's tombstone? I'm gonna go with this one. Process of elimination. I don't know how many questions there are. He's handy in the kitchen? He can eat unlimited amounts of food? What? Uh, no. Okay. What was it? Oh, okay. Alright. No hard feelings. Player 1 gets his melon smashed again. I think I'm doing okay so far. Drink? Sleep? Yes, sleep? No. Drink. I guess they wouldn't really need a drink since they're just around the water all the... Oh, God. This is why I don't play games like this. It just makes me feel stupid. Okay, one more. Alright, let's quit while we're ahead. So caps lock ends the game and goes back to the desktop, I guess. Show answers? Where were were the answers on the screen? I didn't see them. Turn up the number of contestants if you want. Okay, zoom. So one thing to note about After Dark 3.0, we've gone through all of them, and warp or the the tunnel is not among them. So, yeah. So this is another variation of a tunnel. It has different shapes, and it gives you the illusion that you're, well, going through a tunnel using 2D graphics. And it uses sort of a gradient, so it makes it look like you're going through varying light levels throughout a tunnel or lit hallway. This is definitely a good follow-up to Tunnel. But of course, I'm getting the Minecraft flashbacks for whatever reason now. Oh, my rainbow part's coming up. Oh god. Oh man. If you're on drugs and you look at this, you'll be in trouble. Okay, so we're all done with After Dark 3.0. And now, oh god, how many are there? Oh my god. Oh, am I gonna go through all these? I guess I kinda have to, don't I? Okay, bouncing ball. Will the demo thing work? No, because this thing hates me. Bouncing ball is a bouncing ball. Yes, I really needed to show you that. But you can turn the speed and the size of the ball up. Yes, okay. Can of worms. I think we are missing out a little bit on the whole After Dark screensaver thing, because I know that this screensaver is supposed to eat your screen. Like, it's not supposed to go black like that. It's supposed to eat up your screen, so who knows what else, like, isn't working right. So let's actually skip over After Dark 2.0, uninstall After Dark 3.0 package, reinstall After Dark 2, and then enjoy it how it's supposed to be enjoyed. First, let's see whether or not the tunnel thing works. Did they get rid of Tunnel 2? Did I forget the order of the alphabet? You dirty bastards. There's no tunnel. They got rid of the one screensaver, unless they renamed it, which I guess they could have. So yeah, it's mandatory. We have to do that. Let's just go through the other ones that aren't. What? Number 5 fill screens. Errors seldom. Neatness pretty bad. Chalk disaster. Oh, he broke his chalk there.
Whoops. Whoops.
And then if you want perfection, Boglins. I think this is another one of those ones that's supposed to be over your desktop. Because otherwise it doesn't. That's just growth. Fractal Forest, which basically looks like a more complicated version of the tree effect in Kid Pix. If you want instant Bob Ross, you can make all the happy little trees you want. Okay. Major metaphysical appliances. Okay. Okay. Oh, this is the best. I'm sorry. I have to washer karma a little complete. Defrost constantly, life energy, 500 kilowatt hours. Okay. Okay, we got a lot of washer karma, I guess. I didn't know that was a thing. Pearls. Oh, did I do all the things in this? What happens if we turn this down? No, just move. Depends on how fast they move. Okay, pearls. What, what, uh, what is happening? Oh my, well, your screen definitely will not get burn in from this. I'll tell you that right now. Just so much art is happening in front of me so quickly, I can't really grasp what's happening. Oh my. Detail very high. Pause none. Yeah, okay. That's probably why it's going so fast. Because when you increase the detail, it really goes in depth in adding stuff here. A lot of shiny in this one. Wow. Now, this is definitely art right here. You see the After Dark in like some sort of weird neo art gallery, new, I don't know, proto toasters. Doesn't have any settings. No, of course, the demo doesn't work. Okay, if you want the more simplified flying toaster screensaver that can work on the Vectrex, this is a screensaver for you. Spin brush. Uh, what just happened? I know it starts to use the actual desktop, but then it just goes black. So it sort of starts to do it. Something about this After Dark 3.0 one. 1994. So I mean, we have system software that's right in the neighborhood. We have the perfect computer for doing this, but for whatever reason, it's just not liking these screensavers for whatever reason. I don't get it. Looks like some crazy neon barnacle stuff. So, as far as I know, Astrock screensavers are not available for modern systems, but according to the Wikipedia page, it says there's something called X Screensaver, which is probably as close as you can get. A collection of about 200 free screensavers for Unix, macOS, 10 and iOS? Created by Jamie Zawinski in 1992 and is still maintained by him. I don't know how a screensaver is going to work for iOS. On Macintosh systems, X Screensaver works with the usual Apple screensaver framework, and X11 is unneeded. Hacks. Okay. So the closest thing you can get is something like that. And of course, it doesn't run on Windows, so you have to find some sort of Windows version of this if you want to run it on Windows. Sunburst. Oh my. That's pretty. All these symbols take me to different places. Your programming is complete, son. You will now carry out your mission. More After Dark. Oh, there's the tunnel. Oh, great! The tunnel breaks. They broke the tunnel. They broke the tunnel. What? I'm gonna restart the computer. There's got to be some reason why it's doing this. Let's just take the CD out of the drive. No, I need to leave the CD in the drive. That's the weird thing, is that if it's using this for the CD audio music, then... Well, it had a CD audio thing on macOS 9 anyway. Maybe I should leave it in there? I don't know. Let's restart it. Will clicking the demo button work now? No. It's still broken. Oh, damn. Okay, so I don't know how many of these are going to be working right. I'm sure there's other After Dark videos that you can, I guess, out there that you could probably compare this to that would probably make it look a lot better. The dog one worked. The dog interacting with the desktop, that one worked. Nothing wrong with that. That was perfect. I don't know if this one is supposed to interact with your desktop or not, because so many of them are, they look like this with the black background. I don't know if that's intentional so that it doesn't burn anything into the screen or what. I mean, it would make sense, but... Because this seems like one of those screensavers, the cat's chasing the thing and it knocks over all your stuff while it's doing it. But I'm not hearing any sound effects or any indication that that's happening, so... we'll just have to keep going. Increase the number of cats if you really want to. If you want ultimate chaos. Confetti Factory. And now we're going through more After Dark, so most of these are actually in the 2.0, so we may not actually have to load it up. We'll have to go back to figure out... I think these are kind of broken. Like, there's something wrong. It's annoying. Domino... that's another one I know that works. Like Mandelbrot, I've used this one before. Yeah, even Mandelbrot, it's just broken. You see the little flashing square thing there? Okay, no, wait, no, there it goes. And actually, the Mandelbrot here is working better than it was on the other machine that I was using it on. This is actually rendering it out a whole lot slower than the iMac that I had it working on before. That's 233 megahertz instead of 75. And again, this is not a good processor at all. So yeah, I mean, as you know, that will take a long, long time. Seasons last 30 seconds. So I guess there's grass growing on a hillside. Oh my, little flowers. So I guess we're in spring, and then summer, and then fall, winter. Just turns gray. Oh, there's the snow. Something tells me this would look better over time. And I think we're hitting that spring again, and thawed out everything. Oh, there we go. Rocking and rolling again. Okay. Modern art. Yep. It's like that one piece of artwork which I forgot the name of. It's just a bunch of squares. I remember as a kid, it's just so like, oh well, I could just do that in MS Paint, you know? Like, what's so special about that thing? Well, now it's just so iconic that it's worth a lot. What is going on? Okay, it's some rectangles. I oh, right. Modern. We're still in modern art. That's why. Okay, let's go to mountains. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Good screensaver detected. Cybermorph. That's what it was. Or did you learn to fly? Them getting them. Experiencing geological processes? Please stand by? I guess that's technically what's happening. Whoa, whoa. Oh, it's gonna take forever to load. For some reason, it switched to wireframe. Oh my, this is gonna take a while. But it's starting to get, I'm getting this eerie, it has this eerie photorealistic look to it right now. I don't know what it is. That's creepy. It's messing with me. Oh man. Whoa, it looks like, whoa. It looks like light's coming from the right side there. Having all these flashbacks to caves and Home Depot, and no. Okay, Mowing Man. Okay, so I know this for sure needs to interact with your desktop, hence the clear screen first. Well, at least that's what I thought anyway. Well, he just wipes out the flowers too. He's either doing this really slow or those plants are growing really fast. But if the plants are growing that fast, it's really hopeless. There's just no way. And that was slow growth rate? He's gonna need to be on menace speed in order to clear that out. It doesn't look like he's going any faster than he was before. Okay. And it's nighttime, I guess. But apparently that can happen on, and we'll try it again, like I said, when I get through some of these nocturnes. It's just eyes or something. I guess so. I mean, there's so many of these. Like, holy hell. I'm overwhelmed with it's like Mike Tyson over here. Oh, this one's properly using the desktop. It's got some black shapes floating around, so sort of works. Rain. That's really cool looking right there. This just goes to show if you can do some cool stuff with 2D animation and art with the simplest of software with the simplest of hardware, if you know what you're doing. And you can also lag out old hardware. I'm just gonna stick with the defaults right now because it's probably gonna be laggy otherwise. Oh my lord, they made some cool stuff here. Oh, and then they interact with each other. Oh man. Oh man, that looks good. Drip droppiness? No, I broke my promise already. I do want to see what else this one can do. What? Whoa. This is gonna take forever to upload, guys. Like, it's... Oh my god. Say what? Okay. I have a flashback every time I see these weird symbols. This one took me back to Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 for some reason. Stained glass. I remember this running much faster on the iMac. String art. I think this takes me. Is there a pause built in? No, delay. Yeah, there was. There we go. That's what it's supposed to do. Reminds me of the Bizer's screensaver from Windows 98. Terraform. Renders out procedurally generated terrain, I'm assuming. And it looks better than SimCity when you're starting to level out. So, go figure. Repeat size terrain, and you can do, oh my lord, look at all this. Make it be the moon. I want to be on the moon. Earth wasn't built in a day? Well, this isn't Earth, this is just the moon. It's, well, the moon. And the tunnel doesn't work. I'm just sad beyond belief that maybe it'll come back. Maybe I just need to wait. I waited a couple times for some other screensavers to come back, and they recovered through this portion, but this one is not. So it's not going to work for me. That's not. No, not at all. Multi modules, good vibrations. This just looks like one of the other screensavers. Just showing off some logos. Grand finale. Oh, I could have just used this one right off the bat. It's all the screensavers at once. Or at least some of them. One's a puzzle, three of them look like the Bizer's screensaver, and then of course you got the flying toasters in the background. Multi-module, okay, this is literally so you can load in more than one screensaver at once. Quantum electrodynamics. This looks like a combination of three of the different screensavers we've looked at once. The warp, and the other one, space toasters. It just looks like a warp with the flying toaster screensaver. I don't have a problem with that, not at all. But that is what is happening. Combination of a lightning generator and the skyline screensaver. Well, I got toasters in space, probably no different from space toasters. Oh, this one uses the new flying toasters with the new warp. The other one was using the old warp and the old toasters. Okay, alright. Crazy clocks. Same sort of clock screensaver, except this one sort of has some hallucinogenic effect to it. Randomizers. All 3.0 modules. I could have just done this and just let it sit. So the dog one works. So I guess depending on what day it is or how it's feeling, it picks another one, or... Yep, it just picks another one. Not a bad way to do it. And then randomizer, I guess, just does exactly the same thing, but adds random settings to... No modules are selected. Random settings to whatever random built-in modules. Starry Light, that's the screensaver it defaults to every single time something goes wrong and it can't display something. It says a city skyline with some stars, and if you let it run for long enough, it starts to fill in the whole city. This is the iconic After Dark screensaver. Oh, one of them. It's about the icon, hence iconic. You see what I did there? It's on the icon with the little meteor shower things going on. Blank screen only. Well, we don't need to look at that. Okay, so I guess the last thing we're going to do is uninstall After Dark 3.0, which seems somewhat counterproductive. Or we don't really need to do that. I just need to find the floppy disk that has After Dark 2.0 on it. And here it is. And if we're lucky, it will not make any conflicts. And so it looks like it literally did delete After Dark 2.0. Cannot understand it. Except, yeah, now we're going to have some issues, because, yeah. So what we're going to do is... backup. Put that right there. Move these there. Restore After Dark 2.0. mean, hell, if I can load in the 3.0 files into the 2.0 engine and they all work good, we can try that too. I'm gonna load in the newer stuff into the older engine and see if it blows up. Because it could work, you know. I doubt that it will, because I mean the likelihood of this actually running the new toaster's theme and then not actually having the, oh god, yeah, that could be disastrous. We'll have to restart the computer after this. I believe this clock time is correct. No, it is not. But you probably have seen that it's been ticking. So far is like an hour and 24 minutes in. Oh my god. Why is there so many? Okay, so if that works, then so basically what I'll do is close this. These are the After Dark files we were just looking through. It's got all these cool packages and whatnot. And this is what the 2.0 engine has. Okay. So maybe I'll drag these into there and see if it just splatters all over the walls and dies. Restart. Okay. So this is still there. But now the only thing we have left is 2.0x, and here we are. So let's see if Tunnel actually works now, and see if the other one just totally broke it. Let's see if the demo button works. Oh, what do you know? It does, and it actually runs. So I don't know what the hell happened to the 3.0 engine or whatever, but... And so, as you can see, and this is not something I demonstrated before, is that you can change the shape. I've never done the oval before. It's kind of odd. I'm used to it being just rectangle. Yeah, that's the one right there. Okay, so let's start all over again. Starting Night is, of course, the built-in one, and it really doesn't look that much different. So, Bouncing Ball, we already did that one, works pretty much. So here's the can of worms that was a black background before. Now look at what it does, huh? I don't know what they did in 3.0. I guess it's designed to work on newer systems, even though it makes my macOS 9 crash. So you have to be macOS 8 then to like it. So it's like too new, too old. Like I don't know. I'm not gonna try and play around trying to figure out which system it likes the best. We can actually change the settings now while we're playing with it, so that's cool. Oh my lord. Worm count 20. If you really want your screen to get destroyed. Turn down the wiggle degree, they'll make more ground because they're not turning as much. Reminds me of the Terraria worms that always like screw you over. I got the clock. Yeah, this is a much better way to demonstrate all of the screensavers. Ooh. Do it much faster, much easier. Confetti Factory, this is the one that's sort of messed up. You see how the stuff didn't disappear, and see how the confetti isn't landing on nothing? Ducks, 7. Work shift, type, wood. Yeah, so it's supposed to land on the conveyor belts, and it's supposed to move it. So you get the idea. Doodles. I keep wanting to go like this to start. Oh, it still does it, actually. But if we do the demo here, increase the complexity while it's running. So this is a much more awesome way to do it. Down the drain. Oh, whoa. Pretty cool. A lot of effects that make it look like your computer has a virus. Some sort of crazy artsy fartsy payload. Here's the other older. Are you okay? This was the one that actually that actually did crash on this computer. I don't know if I demonstrated it before. Maybe did this happen just like an hour ago and I forgot about it already? I think it did. So don't run fish under the circumstances of you have a PowerPC 60375 megahertz, you're running macOS 7.6, and you're running in 256 color mode. I don't know. This is just a whole batch of troubles. It's cool, but it's touchy after dark. It's don't mess with it. Don't do fish. Do not fish. Fishing bad. Bad. And do the flying toasters crash? Oh, that's a relief. Okay, that's cool. This is what it looks like if you have a monochrome Mac. GeoBounce. So here's the advantage right here. This is a good example. This is why you kind of need a slower processor for this particular screensaver. Because when I played this on the G3 blue and white, this was going all over the place, flying all over. Couldn't even see it. Like I put it on fast, and it was going about probably 10 times faster than this. So you can't really, oh, no, it's just a grain of sand, but you can't really enjoy the screensaver as much if you don't have sort of a period correct processor for it, because it's very processor speed dependent, and that's really annoying, and it makes me kind of want like a turbo button or something. There's no option to change the color of the primitive, or whatever you want to call it, globe. You can put an image on the globe, change what time of day it is, I guess, increase the rotation speed, and I guess you can put whatever image you want, probably a picture of your face. Graph stat, internal atmosphere projection. Is this supposed to look like something science-y? Okay. Antimatter results. I have no idea what this is. Gravity. Sorry, no Sandra Bullock here. And a bunch of bouncing balls. Uh, which is basically just like overindulgence in the win payload of solitaire, except it's balls instead of cards. Oh my! So you can totally indulge and overstimulate your mind with all these trails that when you go back to actually winning a game of solitaire, it doesn't feel like you've won anything. because you've now just been eating icing for 12 hours. Hard rain. Yeah, see that? Ooh, that's what I'm talking about right there. It uses the desktop and it take and it things rain and it goes away and then increase. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Ooh, is this like Life Genesis? It is. It's a little slow at loading it. In fact, it won't actually let me control when it's doing that. Oh no, what have I done? No, no, damn it. Okay, let's make it huge and change the speed. Yeah, it's exactly like Life Genesis, except it has what looks like aliasing on every single, or anti-aliasing on every single circle. So I can't imagine that is very helpful for the processor. This is a Joyce. Don't know what that is, but oh, okay, it's another one of those Bizer thingies. Omega. Change the pi? No. Phase. Persistence. Yeah, this is one of those screensavers that's smarter than I am. The logo, the Berkeley Systems logo, Mandelbrot fractal. Let's see how different it looks. Not that much different, but it gets cracking at rendering it out right off the bat. Instead of having a black screen at the beginning, don't know what's going on there. Probably didn't read the system requirements for it, but as far as I know, I read the README and it didn't say a damn thing about that. And it turns out that the Meadow doesn't actually. Out to lunch. And that's worked exactly the same way. Here's the modern art thing. There's the mountains thing. Pretty much exactly the same, except now you can change this in real time, but it's gonna let a a a a a ag. Hmm. Okay. Planet. Like Neptune's gonna have any terrain. Isn't it just like liquid methane or something on Neptune? There's not actually any terrain that we know of anywhere, and then it goes down to it's just all either liquid or I have no idea. I thought I knew about like different planets stuff. Damn it. But there's the Moan Man again. Let's see if it'll actually do it on the desktop. Yes, it will. I knew it, and he's gonna mow your desktop right away. It's gone. That's how it's supposed to look. Like I said, I knew we were getting gypped. Multi-module, this is, same sort of thing as before. Mixing the space and the toast. If it doesn't crash the system, which I believe it just did. Option, Command, Escape. Option, Command, Escape. Option, Command, Escape without motor difficulties. Click a lot, press Escape, press every key on the keyboard. Reach for non-existent reset button. Reach for power button. Son of a bitch. Fuck off. Quit popping that up at startup. Okay, alright, so I don't remember which one actually crashed it. I think it was the Space Toasters. Let's try and finish this. I think it was on multi-module. Don't do multi-module. Nightlines. Alright, I think we've seen that before. Nocturnes, already saw that. Pix player. Picture frame. Probably guess what that is. Punch out, that one already worked. It doesn't have Mike Tyson in it, but this is actually the inverted version of Punch Out. The other one actually started out black and took parts of the desktop, and you saw them over the black. So this is much cooler. I'm glad I did this. Still disappointed about lack of Mike Tyson, but I'll live. Oh, here we go. Medium. Let's keep the speed very fast. Now we can actually see our screen go into puzzle. Oh man, that's beautiful. Look at that. That's how it should be. Now that's a screensaver right there. Yeah, I could look at that for hours. You can slow it down while it's working. Speed it back up. Increase size. Okay. Doesn't even skip a beat. Just makes the pieces bigger and keeps sliding them around. I wonder if it can ever solve itself. I think it's a little impossible now since it's... Oh my! It's shuffling around a lot of black pixels there. Going around like a little fireball there, man. That is some puzzle solving. Stop. Rain. Oh, it's that same rain screensaver. Rainstorm. Ooh. 40 days plus. Oh my god. Okay, so the lightning sound effect will happen after 5 seconds. Or not. Okay, never mind. I don't know what's going on. Let's do ripple. Oh, same one. Okay. If you've watched this far, you're freaking crazy. Yeah, if you watched this far through all this, we're an hour and 45 minutes in. I'd say for a little bit of editing that I'm going to do, but for the most part, this is just like a complete walkthrough of all the screensavers. If you made it this far, post in the comments saying you're frickin' crazy. Satori, we already did this. Say what? Again, we already did that one. Shapes? Do we do shapes? I know I've definitely made a couple screensavers like this in Dark Basic. Slideshow's a slideshow. Snake's a snake. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's awesome. Solution speed. Increased maze complexity. Oh my lord. This is good. Oh, wow. Just hug the right or left wall. That's all you gotta do, and you'll solve it eventually. Now, those are the sort of things you like to see computers do. That's like satisfying. It's like cheating. Gradient spheres. Spiral gyra. We've seen it. Spotlight. Oh, that's cool. A little foreshadowing there, maybe a little bit with the Mac OS. Slowing down the more spotlights you add. Stained glass demo. Again, we've already seen this one. It's incorporated part of my desktop into the stained glass design there. Interesting. Starry Skyline. Again, we've seen it. I don't know why I started it. String art. I think we've seen this as well. Color cycles 3. Number of lines a lot. Delay 0. Whoa. Varying levels of coolness. I'll tell you that. Wow, man, it's I got from that for whatever reason got an Interstellar 5555 flashback. Not sure why. Supernova. Now, cover your eyes because well, you are now blind and dead. Terraform. Well, this one looks a lot cooler than the last one it generated. Actually, that looks really cool. It even rendered out the clouds. And looks better than your Minecraft world from above. It's really enterprising. And of course, tunnel again. We'll look at it again and again because it's really good. Vertigo. Why isn't it doing anything? I don't know. Oh, there. Whoa. Whoa, it made a cone and now it's cycling through a gradient of rainbows. Random. Idle time, no idle time. You get a constantly. Ooh. I increased the FPS. What else can we do? Alright, let's stop it. Let's go to warp. We already demoed this in the other thing. You can increase the number of stars or decrease them. Make it look kind of stupid. We have a couple stars. All stop. You know the drill. Whoa. Okay. Hands on. I think we looked at this already. Oh yeah, okay. This is where the lightning comes from. Am I reading that right? Kinkiness? Deviant. Warped, twisted, very kinky, true. True. Straight. Bent, crooked, kinky, very kinky. My mind goes places, let's just say. Max Forky. Oh, we ran out of screensavers. How about that? But that's not true. Okay, so how many screensavers are in here? Don't know exactly. So let's close this and attempt to now break After Dark. This is the last thing I'm going to do. After Dark Files, we open the After Dark Files folder, and as you can see, we have 56 items. We're going to go in here from 3.0. I'm going to go in After Dark. And we're going to drop in the After Dark 3.0 stuff into there. Screw it. We'll just mess up our installation. We can always reinstall it. After Dark images. Oh, I could have loaded in some images and movies. I didn't know that. I didn't know there were movies in here. It only, Does it even work? It does! Alright, whatever. Um, I think that's it. Okay. Alright, well, let's see if the After Dark 2 engine, I'm gonna call it, will be able to load up. Oh, it's gonna blow up! Oh god, it's gonna blow up! Oh no! Oh my god, it is in here. It can load them in. Oh my god. Oh man, I wish I had known that earlier. So the After Dark 2 engine can load in the 3.0 stuff. If I knew this from the beginning, I would have just done this, because then it would have been so much easier to demo all of these. Um, you bet your head you can even play the game show again. Um, and then I think the Bad Dog will work. Oh, okay. This module requires After Dark 3 or later. Alright, that makes sense. So some of them will work, some of them won't. Does DOS shell work? That'd be pretty cool. Oh, you can change the color right in the middle of what it's doing. Doodles? The doodles? No, the doodles are working before. Not gonna do the oh, multiple flying toasters. Oh my god, will the new flying toasters thing work? No, requires 3.0. Okay, so it's like they know I'm trying to trick it into doing something. I'm trying to get it to do something, but so you can play around with this and it's really really fun. I don't know if After Dark counts as like abandonware. I don't know if you can actually download this. Um, but if you, because I was thinking about maybe putting it up for a download, but if it's not, if it's still like copyrighted, as you know, I've been in hot water on my channel before for just uploading things that I thought were just totally innocuous. Which also, and for those of you who are really hardcore about wanting those MIDI files, probably one of the reasons is I haven't been uploading the MIDI files that you guys have wanted is because they are copyrighted. There's some of them may be copyrighted, and I know that's probably not going to be an issue. I could probably just upload them without any sort of problem. I'm probably gonna have to do a little bit more research before I put up the thing. But if I do put them up, I'm probably gonna put them up on my Twitter. I'll probably put a link up to them on Twitter. So if you wanna, if I ever do put it up, I barely post on Twitter whatsoever. So if I do decide to upload all the MIDI files, they're gonna be on Twitter. And so yes, I'm hiding that information deep within this video. So only the dedicated can find that information, and the people who follow me on Twitter. So anyway, that's After Dark. It's very interesting. It's got a lot of super cool screensavers that, man, it would have changed my whole childhood if I grew up with Macs instead of PCs. And there's really Macs were always out of reach. They were always out of school or somewhere else. Uh, so yeah, this has been like a 2 hour video. I don't know how the hell I'm gonna upload this. Um, uh, I believe this video is getting linked in with the 10,000 subscriber thank you video. At the point in time where I actually recorded all the computers that had the numbers on them, I had as I was actually trying to set up all the computers, the subscriber number kept increasing, so I had to like keep changing it as it was happening, and now it's even more far off from what whatever the subscriber number is actually supposed to be at this point. And right now it's so I now that the number is updated a little bit closer. Thanks everyone for 11,467 subscribers. Yeah, the numbers just keep ticking. I don't know why you guys like this stuff so much. I really don't, but thank you either way. So yeah, this is probably the end of the video here. I'm gonna cut it off here because it's getting way too long. So that's After Dark. I probably skipped a couple and probably failed to demonstrate most of them correctly because I either didn't use After Dark 2.0 or there's some weird stuff that's going on with 3.0 and I should use 3.0 on a more recent operating system, probably Mac OS 8. Am I going to make a video about that? Probably not. We've probably gone through all the freaking After Dark stuff that I can really stomach at this point. I wouldn't mind a couple more, but you know, I mean, I wasted hours and hours just playing with the Windows 98 screensavers, and there was like only, what, 10, 15 of those? There's like 100 of these. It's crazy. Alright, everybody, this has been Draw 1. I'll see you guys next week.